what you can do is like you can embrace it. You can just like not listen to what all the people that are judging you say. Just ignore whatever they say and like love yourself. I've often felt excluded, severely judged and picked on because of my race, how I look and at times my name. What did I do wrong? Honestly, right, I feel like I've also like got encounters of that because like my name is like very unique to my race, and people usually say like, oh, why is your name like that? Your name's so weird. And then they will like make fun of my name and stuff like that, and like they will call me like bad stuff. At a very young age, like in primary school, I was like made fun of my name, and then like throughout the whole 6 years, I was called that, and I feel like very took a toll on me and like gave some character development to me, which not in like the best way, but like I just feel like racism, I mean, in Singapore, it's common, but I don't think it should be as common as it is. There was once I complained to the teacher and like she didn't really do anything about it. She was just like, it's part of life, and I feel like it's really something that should be taken care of, especially like being a little kid experiencing like racism in Singapore. Honestly, you didn't do anything wrong. I feel like it's the people who were making fun of you and like the people judging you that's doing it wrong. It's something that you can't handle, like your race and how you look and your name. You didn't choose it. So I feel like you feeling like as if you did something wrong, it's really like you can't control it, right? What you can do is like you can embrace it. You can just like not listen to what all the people that are judging you say. Just ignore whatever they say and like love yourself, like embrace who you are and just like move on from it.
Have you ever been accidentally racist? So, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to say yes, because I feel like, especially because we're in like a multicultural society, especially in Singapore, right? Yeah, it's very normalized that you're making jokes about like your friend's race and everything, especially like in secondary school and like I think primary school more, because you don't know any better, and it's very normalized that you're making jokes about your friend's races. Like for example, like my Chinese friends fails maths, right? Then they will definitely say like, oh, aren't you Chinese? Aren't you supposed to be good at maths? And even though it's like a so-called positive stereotype, it's still racist, So I feel like it's very important to know. I mean, like, I'm all for like harmless jokes between friends. I feel like there's always a limit to like how far you can go with everything.
Share an experience where you felt racially targeted but couldn't do anything about it. There was once where I was in Thailand and I actually experienced racism from a fellow Asian. Me and my friends, we decided to have lunch. We went to a restaurant. The waiter turned around and looked at his other waiter, his other colleague, and they conversed something like they were making fun of us. And then we were like, I looked at my friend understood Thai. My friend looked at me and said, those two waiters call us Chinese pigs. And then we were like, Chinese pigs? My friend, he looked at him, he looked at the waiter, he conversed in Thai and said something like, you shouldn't be saying something like that. The two waiter told us to get out of the restaurant. And then my friend is like, why, something like that. Basically, he translated and said, oh, because we don't serve Chinese people like you. Oh my god, and it was in Thailand. And I thought like, I thought we Asians, I thought we akaliao, like we together one. I would like to say that, like I'm in Singapore, I'm a Singaporean. I don't really experience a lot of racism targeted towards me that are not getting these racist hate comments, right? These xenophobic comments are mostly the majority races in the country. But it goes to show that it actually exists. Literally in Asia, you could experience racism from a fellow Asian. So who's to say that, there is no racism in Singapore? Jokes are jokes, but some of them can get over limit. You could actually hurt someone's feelings. The person may not tell you, but honestly, you will never know. So I guess the conclusion is that be very mindful of what you say to people, even in Singapore, and just put yourself in their shoes. Imagine you kena this kind of thing. How will you feel? Thank you.